Wait. Come on. Did you hear that, Ray?
Yeah, I heard it.
That was a cold one. Needed that.
Drink some water so my voice doesn't feel like sandpaper.
Well, I mean, if you look like sandpaper. It's California, it's possible.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're living in Southern California where there's the desert.
Oh, shit, I've already started the video. I started at me opening this, and we've already gone off topic. Well, that's to be expected. It's you and me talking.
I see, Johnny, and that's how we're going to kill them. Wait, I shouldn't have got that on tape.
I'm going to move the mic back, because every time I've had it close, my voice just... You can hear the difference. It picks up pretty close, so I'm not worried about it. Anyway, this is actually going to be from about A-kon.
Ooh, fair enough.
So I wanted to list what, like, overall how the convention was, the new venue. And I wanted you to, like, show, like, your own experiences from fanime that you go to.
Oh, yeah, sure. Easily.
I thought I'd do 2 in 1. And as for any... And not to interrupt you again, Ray. As for any YouTubers watching, I'm obviously Zara. And with me is, on Discord talking, is a good friend of mine. Good old Ray.
Hello.
Who is still... And you might give me shit for this, I don't give a fuck. You are still a lolicon.
Heck.
Zug
Well,
zug.
some jokes never die.
No, but I can't resist. It's partially still possible considering you have Kana as your Facebook profile pic.
Con... No?
I thought you Kana from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh, no. That's Elm. That's the water dragon.
Oh yeah, wait, no. I had names confused. Fuck.
Yeah, Elm got the booty.
Yeah,
what does sex with fucking the little one sound like? About 20 years to the life, fucker.
Well, it's also a dragon, so you don't know the age.
Yeah. Those people can, enjoy their police interrogation. Thank you.
Oh, please, this is you we're talking about, so. But anyway, obviously, A-kon changed venues this year. It changed to the Fort Worth Convention Center.
Yes.
Like an actual convention center, not just within one small hotel location.
Which is a large venue, folks. I mean, these things can easily house like tens of thousands of people at a time.
And then you have the 3 surrounding hotels. The Omni, the Hilton Anatole, and the Sheraton, where I stayed at.
Yeah, and that's kind of par for the course for most conventions I've seen. I mean, our convention is attached to a Hilton, a Marriott. There's the Hyatt along the side of the street. On the other block is the Fairmont, and so on and so forth.
I know they said, well, I know from what Michael said, they're planning on adding a Marriott, but as I told him, like, I'm staying at the Sheraton, I literally just had to cross one road, then I'm at the Water Gardens, and I don't have to cross any more roads for the convention center, which is, like, right past it.
That honestly sounds like about the same kind of jaunt I would take from the Fairmont when I stay there.
And honestly, to be honest, let's say I was staying at a big hotel and I had to go down the elevator and go across. It's literally the same fucking distance, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get roughly around the same amount of foot traffic, no matter what. It's a convention. What do you expect? You're gonna get a bunch of people either way.
Not to mention, I was attending a convention with a bad fucking foot, which is actually still bad.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, I can kind of relate. I mean, first night, night 0 was a fucking curse. Our friend Scott basically his towel got snagged on a fucking mirror, and I was trying to make sure none got into our buddy Dom's shoe, and incidentally, wound up cutting my heel. Actually,
Ooh.
that was a interesting experience. I mean, this was a hotel far removed from the center by about a couple miles, but hey, I mean the rates were cheap and it was last minute, so I can't complain much.
True. For me, it was more of I had already heard. I'd woke up Wednesday morning before Sam and I had decided to spend our late anniversary together.
Which, I mean, again, congratulations.
Yep, 7 years of prison.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna say that.
4 more years.
Fuck you. I'm saying that because obviously I'm still a Married with Children fan, so no, ma'am.
Yeah, I still got my shirt hanging up, not been taken care of.
I had to get a new one. I had worn mine a lot
Happens.
more than you, though.
True, I mean, then again, living out in California, that might not be the shirt I want to walk around in liberal California in, just to put that out there.
Yeah, this is true. Considering everything that goes on there, but still, we still keep derailing this and going back to other things.
Politics.
We won't discuss politics. I fucking hate politics.
No. Politics suck. I don't recommend them, people. End of story.
But okay, as my brother-in-law is getting his stuff ready and whatnot, I'm almost already in Roman cosplay from Ruby. I already had all that on. I immediately went down. Of course, it was windy, so I literally had to keep holding onto the hat because it didn't stay on my head.
Yeah, that'll happen when you do somebody with a hat.
Well, it's just it was specifically to make sure the wig and the hat it didn't mesh well.
I know what you mean. You almost have to get a hat that's almost double the size of your head in order to match with the wig. I had to do that with Nato Shirogane a few times.
I didn't have that option.
Yeah, last minute.
So it was obviously walked across the street because I literally just had to wait for cars. There's a two-sided road on this one, so I had to wait. Get across, and I'm like, okay, now where the fuck do I go now? 'Cause I know it was like right in that general area. So I'm walking. It's like walk past water guards. I'm seeing cosplayers. I'm already seeing people wearing there. It's like, okay, I'm in the right direction. Then it's like so I know it's literally right across the street from the Omni. So I literally see the entrance to the Omni. I'm like, oh, that's where I go. Okay. And that's literally how I managed to figure that out, because I didn't have the map with me at the time. I should take a picture of the map that someone had posted. Didn't do that, but I found it on my own. Registration only took about 15-20 minutes for me with the QR code.
Always a huge relief, by the way, people, because before once upon a time, they had to do it manually by computer, looking your name up, and it would take like
4 to 6 hours.
Times 5 to 10 if their systems were down, from my experience.
I never ran into that, actually.
You're lucky. Fanime used to have a reputation for having LineCon for that reason.
But, speaking of which, actually, speaking of Fanime, you had D-Pity there for all 3 fucking days.
Which was amazing. I mean, I remember seeing their whole Team Skull getup going around, and it was wonderful. I actually got a picture of them in the grunt, not really wholly realizing it because it had been a long day and I'd been in a hot cosplay, relaxing in the game room, and there they were. I'm just like, hey, picture time. And then you point out, yeah, that's them. And I'm just like, well, oh shit.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to go to this YouTube channel so I don't have a display of my computer for, well, there are multiple reasons for that. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Team Skull, he had his Deadpool, and then he was Groot.
Yep.
Because he just posted that video 6 hours ago from Groot versus Fanime.
Oh, good shit, man.
But if he was an A-kon, I had no idea. I know Real T Dragon was there. He's also a YouTuber. I know he's friends with Tony, who was Flint Cole. He was also chef during the convention. I didn't know he was actually the only one just leaning on me and the other guy's shoulder while we were waiting for a raffle from Anime Bento. Cause I didn't bother. Cause I saw him like, wait, he looks familiar. So I just, and I didn't care if he was leaning on me anyway. It's like, it's a con. I mean, just being friendly.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to respect personal space, but I mean, most people are rather indifferent unless they say otherwise.
Well, I mean, it didn't bother me.
Oh yeah,
In
you
the
personally
slightest.
not.
Now, if
just
it was
figured
someone,
that-
if it was someone shoving me to get to something,
Oh yeah,
I'd be pissed off then or angry. But when you're just like trying to hang out, it was the same when I was at the bar. Which
yeah.
I'll get to that later on though.
I was just more saying for your first time con goers, respect personal space just to be safe.
I can tell you, Confunk was already going day one on Thursday because there are people who had not showered.
Yeah, it's almost like a Conley ritual. You run into somebody.
Well, I had immediately. I know my line kind of got shorter because they mentioned if you are under 18, you need to have a guardian with you to get your badge. I had several people in front of me that were under 18 that had left the line.
Sorry, kids. Bye, kids.
And they gave the QR code about Tuesday or Wednesday in the email. So I was wondering, like, so they're not doing QR codes? It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, we got
Because
ours immediately.
because they did them last year.
Right.
Oh yeah, they sent them on Tuesday. It was on June 6th. They sent them at 1 p.m.
Yeah, that's about two days beforehand.
Yeah, I was at work. 'Cause I was on break. I noticed that on my email. I'm like, oh sweet, got my QR code. Oh god, though, I'm looking back at these photos. Anyway, though, after I was in there, I was hanging out with two different chefs, Jude and Tony. I know Tony's YouTube, so I'll link his YouTube down below at the end of the video in the description. But because he did a vlog, I was actually part of his vlog in 2 different days. One of which was me laughing at him.
As you do.
Well, we just finished the Ruby panel, but I'm gonna go in order of everything that happened. Actually, that did happen on day 1, so I will get into that too. Anyway, every time there was a Ruby cosplayer, they would have me go in the photo with them. I've yet to see these photos. I know Jude has the photos. I do have to send him a friend request still. I forgot to do that.
That helps, and sometimes, in knowing photographers, as it takes them some time to sometimes sort through certain photo shoots and go through them and sometimes edit them. So sometimes it takes a bit of a delay before you get your pictures back.
Well, I think this was just on his camera or phone.
Oh, okay, then yeah, different story. Then
I think it was just camera because he was giving me crap because I couldn't do anything with the gloves on Roman, and everything's like touch screen.
Oh no, yeah.
So he was giving me shit for that, but I just laughed like, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, you almost need those expensive gloves that let you actually touch screens. It's really weird.
It sucks. That's why I'm just gonna bring my camera next year. I still have a 32 gig SD card or micro SD card with a little bit of a clip so I can plug it in and have it work as a SD card.
Fortunate for something like that. That's actually some decent space.
Well, remember when I told you I spent $10 on that video card for the other camera?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm just gonna use this because I can actually see what's going on compared to that.
Logical. That's very logical.
And I'm just gonna keep AA batteries when it happens. But
yeah.
Anyway, dealer's room also opened that day, but that was like at 2:30.
That's about the same time as ours opens. I think that's just like a standard convention thing for the very first day.
Well, Thursday always used to be day 0, so nothing ever opened till Friday.
Yeah, that's just like how Fanime does it. Day 0, Thursdays, everything else, normal.
Well, this time they had everything going on Thursday too. Like I said, this was literally a 4-day convention, so they had events all 4 days. I would say not so much on Sunday, but that's always been that way. But they decided to do a lot more on Thursday when people. It took them many years, but they've had a lot of people coming in.
I could see that. I mean, Fanway kind of offsets that by having the theater rooms open, some minor things on stage 0, but the main event is always on Friday and beyond.
Speaking of the theaters, there actually wasn't any because of licensing issues.
Oh dear.
It's been an issue a lot. I actually heard about that at the Aniplex panel as well as from Marshall as well, who was mentioning this to me. It was Marshall, or was it Jen and David? It was one of the three because we were all discussing things.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my bags. Obviously, I ate nachos. I was hungry. I hadn't eaten, so I was starving. Had some nachos and a Powerade. I didn't go for soda. Water or Powerade's gonna be your best bet at a convention, or tea. Don't go for soda. That's gonna be one of the things I will say. While ramen is good, just get it if you're getting a lunch. But if you're getting something to carry around, don't have soda. It's not gonna help you compared to water or Powerade or Gatorade.
And word of the wise is pack some of these things with you ahead of time, because at convention centers specifically, those things can run you at like $4, $5 a pop.
Not to mention, I'm going to say this. I'm pretty sure you know this as well. While having it cold is nice, room temperature is actually might be better for you, because if you're hot and you're just drinking something cold, you're upsetting a balance in your body.
That's true. I've heard about this. Yes.
And you just want to have room temperature. Because actually, because when people pass out, that's one of the things they say is like, don't do cold. I kind of say putting like cold like on their head or something, but for drinking, room temperature. This way, the body can regulate normally and not make the situation worse.
Next time I'll have to monitor that with my friend Scott, who has one of those canisters that keeps liquids either hot or cold for like a good portion of the day.
Well, I mean, that's fine if he's drinking throughout the day, though.
That's true. You don't want to just get it all in one gulp.
That's pretty much what I'm going by. Not one of those rush. Like, if you're drinking periodically, you're fine. You don't have to worry about this.
Like most things with conventions, drink, food, spending, pace yourself.
Actually, I'm going to move the webcam up a little bit higher, so... yeah, I can get my poster in there. My Nuka-Cola poster, my Ruby poster, and if I move to the right... Oh, yeah, the canvas poster of Joker. Yeah.
Yes. I've seen that thing, and it is wonderful.
It didn't rip on me, obviously. That is worth $60, in my opinion.
Oh, most definitely.
Not to mention, besides that, I'm supporting the artist that did it. It even tells you who it was done by on the canvas. As for that other poster, that was, like I said, an artist that Marshall always buys stuff from every year.
Which is a really great rule for them to go by when you're shopping at the artist salad. People is, if you have a friend or compatriot that says, I go to this artist every time and I commission them or I buy a print from them, odds are you're going to get something that's wonderful in quality.
I'm going to slowly link all 4 photos to you, by the way.
All right.
I'm going to do it on Skype. I don't want to spam my Discord.
That's fair.
Hopefully it shows everything.
Yep, those are photos coming through.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Let's see what these look like. There's a U. And let's see.
Those are the ones that you haven't seen. We're going to go into discussion at that as well, but
oh dear God.
This was purposely done out of their way.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't it's just a prank bro kind of levels. That's pretty shitty.
It's pretty fucking low.
Yeah, I mean, but we'll get into that.
Yeah. Continuing on, I don't even know how long in this video I'm into already, but if I have to split it into two or 3 parts, that's fine. I can edit everything.
Zara's 101 for conventions. Don't be a shithead.
I've done that already last year.
Fair.
But obviously I'm with Jude. I'm with Chef for a good portion of the morning before I meet up with David and Jen, who didn't know where registration started, so I led them to there. Then I found met back up with Jude and Tony after I had gotten food. They waited for me so I could at least eat, and then we're just walking back and forth. Ran into a lot of people that they knew. I didn't. Because Jude was actually at Jen and David's wedding last year at A-kon, too. We were all there.
Alright. That's fair.
Now, sometime after that, when they got their badge, I had left with them because they had cold stuff and we had a refrigerator.
Which is your best friend in these cases?
Well, our room came with one.
Well, yeah, but some hotels...
No, this was a shock. I've never had one in a Sheraton.
Huh.
It was always like a mini fridge that you'd have to pay money to get into that had like bottles of alcohol.
Yeah, even our cheap hotel had like an empty refrigerator to keep our stuff nice and cool, thankfully.
Otherwise, we didn't have that luck.
Oof. So,
they had already paid for the hotel, but it was like 15 to 20 minutes away. They only spent $200 for all 4 days.
That's not a bad cost, all things considering.
But they realized, what's going to be worse? Trying to get parking and paying more for parking, and wasting gas money that you'd have to redo, and eventually the cost is going to add up. Or
this is true.
They could stay with me because they asked that. They would pay me sometime after the convention was over when they got settled. Well, one of them would. Obviously, I said, sure, that's perfectly fine. You know, I mean, I trust both of them anyway.
Yeah, that's in your nature. You're not going to leave somebody shanghaied.
Well, they offered. I mean, it's like, I already told you, I had offered several people the chance, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
It's like, I wouldn't have asked for an arm and a leg. So like
no.
So like I said, they'll pay me a bit, like when they can. Once again, I'm not in no hurry, and they have their own shit to deal with. That's perfectly fine.
Everybody does.
And I can't tell if the cat's trying to get into the room or if Sam's here.
Yes.
No. Oh, by the way, I finished my beer.
Always a good decision.
There's a little bit more.
Yeah, waste not, want not.
Now I'm done. It was a Lazy Magnolia Jeff Stout sweet potato cream stout beer.
Ooh, that sounds delicious right about now. It's really hot here in California.
I know. It's getting that way here because we have that same little pattern both of ours right now.
Yeah, don't you just love being in the armpit of the United States?
I mowed yesterday.
Ugh.
I had to walk to the gas station to get gas for the gas can to put in the mower while dealing with spiders in the garage just so I can get to the mower. But that's a different story. We can talk once this is done. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Helped them get their stuff. Helped them get into the room. Told Michael, who, well, he didn't mind. Plus, honestly, I'm still not going to discuss this one thing. Obviously, we saved money from something you already know about.
Oh, yes. I mean, I know what you're talking about. And just to note that sometimes when you, just for people at home, sometimes when you go to a hotel, they do cover your costs for parking as part of your reservation. So be sure to check with your hotel before you make your reservations.
Well, I mean, this was after we checked in.
Oh, yeah, but I figure it first-time goers, it's always a good reminder.
Yeah, always try to get parked first, especially considering parking was an issue this year.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some people also that were double parking, from what I've heard. People are just being an asshole.
Yeah, there'll be people like that no matter where you go.
I know on Saturday, though, like everyone who had parked, they did have free parking on Saturday because Marshall said it's like I just saved so much money. He's like, why? I had to pay for parking today. It's free.
Now that's something I wish they had in downtown San Jose.
Yeah, but I mean that was nice. So that saved me money. Anyway, so it's like, oh, to where I just made Michael happy. It's like I had nothing but good luck that entire fucking convention, minus my feet.
Well, yeah.
Minus that, but the pain actually extended to the back of my calf, though I think that was just from being sore than anything else.
Yeah, you gotta watch what kind of shoes you're wearing, because sometimes that can...
That was for me wearing the shoes that I was wearing for both Crow and Roman.
Yeah, I mean...
I think that added to the pain. So,
yeah.
I'm thinking next year I'm just gonna wear my regular shoes and just say, fuck it.
I mean, I wore my dress shoes for a couple of my cosplays, and...
I tried doing that. That's what happened.
And either your feet start to ache, or it starts cutting into your heels, and that's not fun.
It was mainly the foot part. The heel part was fine. But, did that, got them settled, then went to the dealer's room. After I got them settled, I got them settled for the most part with their cold stuff. Went to the dealer's room. I met up with Marshall in the dealer's room actually, because we had that's how we first met up, was in the dealer's room. We hadn't we double checked to make sure our numbers were both still the same.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, neither of us have changed our number in years. So we're doing that. Met up. We were looking around. That's actually when I found the posters, by the way. No, wait, no. This was sometime during my second trip. Because... Yeah,
you said it was like in that borderline between the artist alley.
Because the first time for the dealer's room was me and Michael. Michael had went with me. That's when I had to desperately find a messenger bag for my snacks, because most of the vendors didn't have bags this year in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not their fault. I don't blame them if something happened. It happens. I mean, I was just scrambling around. It's like, I didn't think about looking in the artist alley, because that's when I found the Persona 5 messenger bag later on in the con. I'm just going, motherfucker. If I already bought one, there's no point in buying another.
Yeah, which people, you should always take note. Bring an extra bag with you for your convention swag, because you're going to need it.
For me, though, I didn't expect them to not have bags compared to last year. So that's why I didn't worry about it, because I had a bag with me last year. Then I had Sam with me last year too. So,
and people might just have been limiting that because maybe there might have been a shoplifting problem.
There's also that, but I didn't hear about. I know there's fake bills going around.
Really?
I learned about that towards the end. One of the vendors had a fake 100.
Some people.
It does bother me. I mean, all my bills came from the bank personally, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, because people can say anything. It's like, oh yeah, it's fine. I got it, blah blah blah. I don't care if they check my stuff or not. Go right ahead. It's like the ones who get offended are the ones like, huh? If you're being offended, then I've got a feeling this is probably fake. It's more on the line of needing to check it then.
Oh yeah, but I think a wise thing would always be, like, if you need change, turn that 100 into some 20s, go to a bank nearby, or go to, like, a local establishment when you're shopping, and just change it there to be safe.
See, I was doing nothing but trying to get low bills, but the bank gave me mainly hundreds for the con.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
That's why, actually, to be honest with you, I didn't use a single 100. I used my 50s and 20s. The only hundreds that I used were for the my portion of the hotel that I gave to Michael.
I mean, that's completely fair. I mean, I used some of mine between, like, breaking them to get smaller bills and, you know, going for broke on some of my purchases, but that's a different story.
Yeah, but let's see. I finally got a messenger bag. Yeah, cause I did meet up with Marshall during that same day, because we did go out for beers. I think I was still in the dealer's room that same time, because I only went there once. Met up with him. And then we were just talking about, like, getting a few beers. Actually, he found a bar, which was the Brass Tap.
Good name.
Now, I went to my panel first, the Ruby panel, which I did.
Naturally.
Which the Roman I was there severely outdid me in any way, shape, or form. He was perfect.
That'll happen.
It's like I mean, I didn't expect me to be a great Roman. I couldn't get into the mindset at the time. Anyway.
Well, I mean, as you do. As long as you have fun, that's the important part.
But for Crow, I was easily in the mindset the next day.
Oh yeah, I mean...
I don't mean the drinking part. That was part of it, but that wasn't the entire part.
Oh no.
My sarcasm was still at its highest.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, because like I said, honestly, Crow is literally a spitting image of me in multiple ways.
Oh yeah, when you got a character that you're doing that is just similar to you, I mean, it's just really easy to do.
Hell, his song relates to me for most of my fucking life. You know that too, but...
Oh, I wasn't gonna disagree.
Yeah, most people won't. Well, except for the ones who really don't know me and never really learn much about me.
Yeah, well...
Went to
Those people come and go.
Yeah, I went to the panel. Then Michael had gotten food. This is the only time that he ordered out for him. That for both of us, I told him that, like on both Friday and Saturday, that I was eating at the Thai place that I saw. That was next to the bar, which I've shown you those pictures. It's so fucking good.
Oh yeah, and the food looked absolutely delicious.
It was Sam. Sent series of texts after I sent those photos to her, but anyway, I was about to leave. I was about ready to leave to the bar. I was at the bar for 2 hours. I didn't get home till after 10. Not home to the hotel after 10. They needed help putting their bags on the baggage cart, Jen and David. So I go and help them with that. And then, because that's all I needed was help getting the bags out of the truck so they could go find parking. Because Sheraton was completely full within a few hours.
Oof, yeah.
And I guarantee some of the ones parked there weren't even staying at the hotel. Because they still have rooms at the hotel.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but which is also nice when you have a hotel that has a parking garage.
It was literally,
inside.
Well, all they had was self-parking, so.
Yeah, you'll run into difficulties there.
Well, actually not for us. We are actually, okay, you go into the parking garage, you make a left, you go up that first ramp to the second row. That's where we were. We were we were one of the first ones there to get parking.
Fortunate, especially with how quickly things get mobbed.
We arrived there at 10 a.m.
Not a bad decision.
Well, would have been there sooner, but about 20-25 minutes were from construction delays.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like our endeavor. We had to pick up Dom from the train station. We had to figure out which train station because Scott wasn't sure which one. And then, rush hour traffic. But hey, thanks to Scott driving like a madman, we still managed to get there before the 7 o'clock closing time for the line.
I'm sure you're busy screaming like Jamie from Mega XLR.
Oh, God. It wasn't anything that bad. It wasn't as bad as the time our buddy Sean had to actually sit on Dom's lap and Scott hit a fucking pothole or something. He's like, oh, I can never have sex again.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. I died. So did Dom in many ways.
It kind of reminds you of Ren I Bokun, the last episode with the bath scene, but okay. I can never be a groom anymore.
I can never be a groom anymore. Oh man, that was great.
I'm glad I found that little hidden gem.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, continue A-kon.
Yes.
Obviously bigger venue, you had the 3 surrounding hotels, events at each one, which people complained about that, actually.
Oh, I don't doubt it. People will find anything, especially when it comes to change, to complain about.
I don't think they liked that they had to keep traveling to different parts, but here's the thing. There are a lot of mainstream conventions that are like that.
There are, yes. I think I've heard about that in like some of Florida's conventions.
And it's like one of those ones like if you don't like it, then don't go to it.
Yeah, basically.
That's honestly the nicest yet still not nicest thing I can say. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. It's more of give it a chance. They're testing the waters. They had to do this because of being forced out of the Anatole because of the actions of stupid fucking people breaking statues, fire alarm pulled every goddamn night, and a lot more shit just being screwed up. Probably the hotel rooms, similar to the one I showed you with those 4 photos.
Yeah, I can imagine. Unfortunately, everything seems to have its bad set of people, no matter what it is.
But it's the ones who do that. It's like, how immature do you have to fucking be?
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, I've yet to run into any horror stories like that at Fanime. I mean, maybe it's just luck of the draw of being at different hotels every other year. But I mean, you on the other hand, it's always been the fire alarm. Somebody broke something. Somebody got drunk and threw up everywhere, or some other nonsense.
I mean, people were complaining about the con patrol not knowing stuff, but here's the thing, they were scattered in many different locations, only given the jobs in those certain areas. And they were short-staffed, and it's like, a lot of them are doing their best. Now, I could probably assume, maybe guess 1 or 2 are probably bad, like the one who grabbed my prop last year.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, if anyone, for some reason, someone watches this that's actually patrols the con, if you literally grab onto something that someone made, I guarantee you, if you break it, and if it's something of mine, and you break something of mine, I'm going to shove the remainder down your throat and make you pay for what I had to pay, plus more, to get this thing made in the first place. How would you like it if I did that to something of yours or went to your house and broke your fucking TV?
I mean, it's a sentiment I agree with, but the wiser thing for the overall larger audience is just try talking to somebody who's managing the convention, because they do walk around, they do wear identifiable badges to identify that they're of a certain rank or of a certain grouping, and they can fix a problem right away if there's something wrong with a staffer. Because I have a friend who has staffed at Fanime for, I would say well over a decade, and the best thing is just pull somebody aside and talk to them, and they'll direct you to the right people.
Yeah, I was patient last year when it happened. Now, if that happened this year and someone grabs it the same way,
yeah. Which, I mean, for any people who work conventions, if you have a problem with somebody's prop, I mean, don't try and jerk it out of them. You might spook them. You might think somebody's trying to rob them or something. Just tap them on the shoulder to get their attention, and if you must, pull them to the side and talk to them about it.
I feel like I'm channeling my inner Jeff here from Off Topic, with the anger part anyway. But here's the thing, like everyone who wanted to see my weapon this year, and I don't mean in that way, the actual like crow weapon. It's like whenever if they want to ask to hold it, it's like I had no problem. Go right ahead.
I mean, what do you mean, Mark? It's also a gun.
The jokes I want to make. I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing not to for the sake of the fucking video. Fuck it. You wish it was a gun. You wish it was a gun that could spurt. Fuck.
This is where I drag people. I'm supposed to be the older one, and the mature one. No, you guessed wrong.
No, that would be me or over you. I also just realized I do have to eventually shave for next year because of Ryuji. I was hoping I would have a year I wouldn't have to shave. So much for that.
Well, yeah, it'll happen.
I hate shaving.
You'll have a place like that. I know.
I hate shaving so fucking much. I'm only gonna shave for one day. I'm just gonna let everything just grow right back after that.
Yeah, the price of having somebody with facial hair is that you have to manage it or not.
Uh, but yeah, I ended Thursday though. Uh, Drinking at the bar. I came.
Always a good way.
I came back. Um, Speaking of which, I had a lot of beer I've never even heard of, because I live in Texas when most of those beers are Texas beers that I was having.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not gonna lie, if they actually had that in more stores, I'd be buying more beer because it tastes good.
Yeah, I mean the chocolate one you were telling me if that wasn't a Texas only beer and they bottled that and sold that in stores, I would probably be at the store right now buying some.
There's actually another story I need to tell about that, which I briefly told you, but that'll actually go into Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Friday. Actually, my day didn't end. Let's see. I went to go back into bed. I didn't sleep because you had Jen, David, and me in one bed.
Yay, bedmates.
Um, I could have slept on the other side of the bed for my brother-in-law, but it's like they offered me a spot, and she's usually always cold.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And he kept the thermostat at 66 degrees.
Which for me sounds absolutely wonderful. I know for
No,
you, not so much.
no, I can work in cold, but for some reason AC cold is a lot worse than me working the coolers I work in. Um, I didn't get to sleep very much. I think I passed out around between 10, woke up around 2, went to the bathroom, attempted to go back into bed, but he'd already spread out across the rest of the bed. I just looked at him with disdain while he was sleeping. His wife still pretty much in her little corner of the bed, still not realizing that he had taken over everything else. So I lay on the floor, put some clothes on, using my crow cosplay as a fucking blanket because of the cape.
Makes sense.
Until about 3 to 4, when I woke up, got the monster, and I talked to you over the phone.
I remember that. I was happily ticking away at my keyboard, browsing the internet probably for something completely pointless, and there you were.
Yeah, it's like, I'll give it a shot. He's probably up at this time, not doing anything for once.
Hey, insomnia. Sometimes it can be helpful, people.
I just couldn't.
See a sleep specialist.
I literally couldn't sleep anymore after that. I have a hard time sleeping in hotel beds anyway, so it didn't really matter to me.
For me, it depends on the bed. I mean,
It doesn't matter to me. It's more of I have my own little way I sleep, and I can't do that at hotels.
that's fair enough.
Between the pillows that I have certain ones that are specific hardness on the bottom to where I can hold my neck up in a certain way. Makes it easier for me to sleep.
Yeah, fortunately for me, I'm the type that I burn so much energy at a convention that by the time I get back, I can usually pass out.
That happened the next 2 days, actually. So,
Unless you happen to have a roommate who insists on talking, taking a night shower, or watching the Nostalgia Critic really late. True story.
actually, I took late showers, but they were passed out, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, the thing is, he would do it just as we got back, though Dom and I were just kind of like, well, okay, that's going to be about 15 minutes of waiting.
I'd actually ask before, like, if for some reason they were still up. This actually happened one night. I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday because that's when my legs started to really just affect me.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
But speaking of Friday, that was the Ruby photo shoot too.
Mm-hmm.
Dressed up as Crow. It was actually pouring for a few hours in the morning.
Because remember, Texas gets every season all year round.
Yeah, pretty much. But speaking of which, I need to check the weather. I'll do that as I'm still talking. Because I'm under a severe thunderstorm watch.
Oops,
Yeah,
I wish that was us.
For 20 minutes, and there's nothing nearby, so I'm not gonna fucking worry about it. Obviously I got up. It was this is probably maybe waiting between the movie and the dealer's room that my legs would probably act up because of it. It was from me having to stand. There was really no way for me to sit down without having to get back up within a few seconds. It wasn't safe to really sit down.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen.
So that hurt like hell. I'm still feeling that in my foot. Not as much right now. I'll probably feel it when I get up.
Yeah, that'll happen, especially with a job that requires you to be on your feet most of the day.
Because I was walking around mainly, chatting. I went through the rain. I didn't give a shit. But honestly, I mainly stayed on my phone, just searching Facebook and such, and it was just probably about 4 in the morning. I decided to go. Actually, no, I was still on the phone with you because I'd left outside. And it was so fucking quiet.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where you saw that really strange guy.
No, that was on Friday.
Right, my brain processes days differently, so it's just like, it's still Thursday, I haven't slept yet.
Yeah. So, I'm out and about, like, just wandering. It's like, huh, no one's here. And this was in downtown Fort Worth, like, not even any cars going down anywhere. It's just like, wow. Not well, it was awesome. It was also creepy as fuck because you don't know if you're in some sort of nightmare. If something's just gonna fucking come out and kill you.
Yeah, you don't know if it's a weirdie around town or if it's just the Babadook popping in to say hi.
Pretty much, that's what it felt like when I was there. But I was on the phone with you, so it's like if anything happened, at least I'd leave it up to you to deal with it.
I mean, that's fair.
But nothing happened. Went back to the room. That's why I saw the clouds coming in. Anyway, when I was walking, like, huh, clouds. And then there's thunderstorms from like 7 to 10. That's actually when it woke everyone else up in the room. I was already out. I was at in the convention center when it started raining. I got wet because it was already pouring out.
I mean, on one hand, it sounds absolutely wonderful, but on the other hand, for a convention, not so much. We actually hope for sun.
Well, it was sunny after. It was cool, cloudy, but it was still sunny after. I didn't even pay attention to Facebook saying that the shoot might be canceled. Never pay attention to that, but obviously it's like, it's gonna clear out just fine. I mean,
yeah,
my luck hadn't let me down yet so far, and it still didn't. Because that's why I looked at it probably after the convention was over. When I saw them going, oh shit, they were thinking about canceling because of the rain, but my luck worked out. It's like I had the opposite of Crow's semblance for the con.
Which is always a good thing, because things can go wrong at a convention, trust me.
I would know. I've always had something go wrong.
Hello, fire alarm.
Yeah. But Friday was pretty much like that. I met with Marshall, actually pretty early on. Because we both were in line for sort of online cardinal scale.
Which, for newcomers, sometimes they will host panels sanctioned by licensing companies, which will do promotional things like that.
Yeah, because it was hosted by 2 employees of Aniplex.
Which was an interesting dynamic comparatively to the Funimation thing, but we can get back into that later.
We will, because that was being discussed when Marsha and I were eating later that day. But we saw the movie. There was actually parts of the movie that did make me want to cry. Your emotions will get caught up in that movie. I will say that.
I mean, I've had shows do that with like Madoka. And...
I was the first thing you say. I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh, everybody nowadays go to that. But I mean, there are other shows I could infer to. But I mean,
like Penny become very many pennies. Yeah, I went there. I got payback on you.
At least there's Ruby Chibi.
Like beer is no longer a jar of gash.
Hey, Sean, I got a jar of dough.
I want to go back into the Ruby panel though. When we got to that, well, actually, it was after. So we had lunch. I'm pretty much trying to get my own story together for everything I did. I do want to say overall the convention was terrific in my experience, but everyone has their own opinion and experience.
Which some people complain because, oh no, I had to walk.
Now, one thing that was a common issue was the programming, which was you had multiple panels at the same time in the same room.
Oh, I've never had that happen.
That happens. Between that, you had some that the panelists never showed up to.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So that's one of the things that happened, but that's not on the con staff. I think for the scheduling, probably so, because they probably didn't see that in time to fix it. I know the finalization didn't happen between a month before, and then they were probably at the convention center before the other get there before that ended. Trying to get everything set up.
Unfortunately, there are last minute cancellations that can happen.
There are a lot of things that happen, but I don't blame them personally. Maybe that's just me.
Well, yeah, you're fairly easygoing on most things.
Well, that's going by my previous experiences with con staff in other years.
I mean, that's completely fair.
Especially in 2013. Because that's actually what made me not want to go to a convention for 2 years.
That's right. There was a period where you didn't go.
And that was actually that year was actually going to be the only year I actually would have been able to meet Monty Ohm before he died.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Because they had the line zigzagging. As soon as they said to go in, everyone that was technically behind us just moshed straight in. And it was full.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And that was all on the staff.
Yeah.
And that actually pissed me off. And that was like the final nail between being insulted by staff as well.
Yeah, some staffers get too easily frustrated and just are not suited.
This is more of just straight out insulting.
Oh.
And this is also another advice from me to anyone that's going to be a con staff. Don't insult the con goers. Because not only am I ever going to start recording everything that happens, I will make sure you don't ever appear as part of Con Patrol just so you can get an easy free pass into the convention. That's the only reason why a lot of you do that, so you can get a free pass and just do what the hell you want.
Some people do that. Others do it because they've been doing it for so long. They made friends there.
Well, that's like the opposite. I mean,
it's almost like a yearly job for them, almost.
See, I'm okay with the ones who do it, that know what to do, what not to do, but the ones that just get let in just because, and then just abuse any sort of power they assume they have.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've never actually encountered anybody like that, but I do believe that does happen on occasion.
Yeah, that was the year that it happened, like every fucking day.
Yeah, there's always a bad one in the group, or several.
But continuing from Friday, I had lunch. We ate at the food truck that Sam and I ate at last year. But instead of getting the rice bowl, which honestly wasn't that much of a portion, for the same price as the noodle bowl, which was a much bigger bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like an actual, compared to one of the bowls that I sent to you, the ramen one.
Yeah. That was a decent size, too.
That was $10.
That's not bad.
Had that and the Dr. Pepper overall for $12. We had gotten the Asian barbecue pork. And they gave us a small little thing of dressing to put in there with it. Didn't need anything else. It was perfect.
It does sound wonderful.
We enjoyed that, and then we... I think we went back to the dealer's room for a bit. Then he went to his we went to the Aniplex, we went to the Aniplex, No, wait, this is still Friday, so no. Went to the dealer's room, and then I went to the, I was putting stuff up in the room. You're getting a text message, and,
Oops, sorry, that was my bad.
and then went straight to the photo shoot. Which obviously was drinking.
Yeah, you were. But thankfully, you were responsible and could hold your liquor.
Oh, that was a small flask of pineapple rum. I hadn't drank anything prior to that. So, there's no way in hell I'm going to get drunk. Or even tipsy.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way. I've drank a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, it varies from person to person. So, for those of you who do try to drink alcohol on-site at the convention...
Please don't. Don't do what I do. This was literally just for me being in character, which even then was not a good influence, but I did it outside and not inside, where there are some, I had heard that had put vodka in water bottles.
Yeah, just, if your people are going to do it, don't do it at all. Do it discreetly, and please check your state's laws on public drinking, because some will fine you for public intoxication.
Yeah, to be honest, I probably should. At least I shouldn't have been. I had mine in a flask, obviously.
Yeah, but
like multiple people had flasks as Crow. No.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think I was actually the only one. Which I was. I even drank the rest of it. Even had a sad little face when I poured the flask out with the last little drops. I was called a drunk by the winter next to me. Which I had those photos all up on Facebook. From the photo shoot.
Always a good thing.
Which is also, you'll see the one where John was proposing to the Pyrrha at the shoot.
Yes, that was the most adorable shit. That
actually happened. That wasn't just a ploy. It wasn't just a ploy. That was, yeah.
These things happen, people.
I mean, I've seen it happen plenty of times. It happened at a Soul Eater shoot a few years ago when it was still held at the Sheraton.
Oh, I believe it happens, but I'm just saying. For me personally, I've never encountered it, but that's adorable.
It really is. I wish him nothing but happiness, actually.
Yeah, same here, whoever you are. I mean, congratulations. If you find this video, you know who you are. Congratulations from a nobody.
I'm about to say, if someone finds this video, because honestly, I'm not very popular, obviously.
All good things come in time.
I mean, I've consistently put it on my Facebook and only 14 people have subscribed, so that should tell you plenty about
that's 14 more people than some people get.
And that's literally says about the friends on my Facebook.
All good things, all good things.
Yeah. So that was that, and then I was trying to meet up with Marshall because I went back to there to change out and change into normal clothes.
As you people will want to do sometimes with heavy cosplay.
Crow wasn't heavy, it's more of I didn't want to have that on while eating, or even the prop slash weapon with me.
And sometimes
during a food place or at a bar. I'm sorry, I'm too respectful.
That, and also people, just keep in mind, body heat can make things worse from a larger group of people.
Oh yes, especially if you're fat like me and always warm.
True.
No, seriously, I'm always warm. That's why Sam will only be close to me for a few minutes and then back off and close the blanket in between us. Because her being near me for a period of time is like her being outside in the summer.
Fair enough.
But finish the photo shoot, change out of clothes, text Marshall, who's in the, Oh, wait, yeah, text Marshall. We meet up outside. We head to the Thai place.
Oh, it's a good thing.
We found the pop-up ramen spot, but we should have went there first instead of instead of attempting Saturday because they weren't there Saturday. It was literally a pop-up ramen spot that just was gone.
That's unfortunate.
I heard it was good too, which is what's more disappointing. But we ate at the Thai place. I showed you the picture. We had the Thai noodle soup, the pho noodles. He had the beef. I had the pork. We didn't get spicy on ours. But the way he described it, like, we should have done it the first day, but we didn't know how spicy it was going to be. They have levels of between 1 to 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, learning experience when you're dealing with spice.
You never know.
Yeah.
But, we got that. He had gotten some fried gyoza as an appetizer. I had gotten the Heaven Beef, which is a Thai-style beef jerky, as the other appetizer.
Which, from the way you described it, sounded absolutely delicious.
We dipped it in the sauce they provided us. Oh, man.
I bet.
You thought he was getting full on the pho noodles? Here's the thing. If done correctly, the broth is light, the noodles are probably the only thing that could fill you up. And we had tender pieces of... I had tender pieces of pork, and he had tender pieces of beef. And his.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had a Thai iced tea, along with glasses of water. The Thai iced tea, I drank pretty quickly because I was really thirsty. He was trying to savor his as much as he could. It didn't work very well. So he paid. Yeah. So he paid that off. Then we went straight to the bar, which was right next door. Because Friday we went to. Thursday we went to the bar as well. Had some beers I've never had before. He was eating pizza over there, like a small mini, thin crusted personal pizza.
Fair enough.
Because he hadn't eaten dinner that night for himself yet.
Fair. I mean, always good to stay hydrated and fed.
On Friday, though, I mean, Friday. Shit, I'm sorry, I'm still tired.
It's all right.
It's been more of me catching up on sleep.
Yeah, I mean, one thing people will have to realize is conventions will wipe a person out and mess with your sleep schedule.
All right, I'm gonna stop this for part 1. When you get back, I'll continue for part 2.
Alrighty, be right back.
Okay.